Alright, this is the second last part to Twilight. We're so close to the end, I promise you. We're very close. So, we signed off the previous video with this line. Okay, you can play fretted E or an open E, it doesn't really matter, so. And that takes us into this melody, okay? And we're following the same chord structure as we've been following throughout the whole song. So after E minor, you're going to get an F sharp, you're going to get a G major, you're going to get a G sharp sort of diminished, you're going to get an A minor, and then you're going to get a D7. So you want to still follow that chord structure. And then we go G after D7, there's an A minor there. So keep that in mind, okay? So we have bit of rhythm. Now over this melody is E, E flat, E, F sharp, and that's over an F sharp bass. Again, I'm using my thumb because it's a little bit more versatile. It's not easier, but it's more effective, and more efficient. So now when we land on the high G on the first string, that takes us to G major 6. Same voicing as we've been using throughout the whole song. Then we have this really cool sort of ascending ascending melody that takes us to A minor. We put a G sharp bass when we go, and what this is, it's just basically the third and first string on the 4th fret, 5th fret, and then we go to the 7th fret, and then you land on the 8th fret first string, and that takes you to an A minor. Same voicing, or similar voicing to what we had in the previous video. You're fretting the 3rd and 2nd string on the 5th fret, you're barring it, but this time your pinky's on the 8th fret. Next chord's going to be a D7, and you just need to change one note. Put your 3rd finger on the F sharp, which is on the 2nd string, 7th fret. That gives you a D7 chord, D dominant 7. A minor. You can play this bit like this, or you can go, or you can, Then we have an interesting sort of G. It's a very open sounding G. We're just playing G on the 4th string on the 5th fret. You got the 3rd and 2nd string open, and your pinky goes back to the 7th fret. All right, let me run through that before I give you the next bit. So from and then G, bit of rhythm, then the climb, A minor, D7. Make sure you're getting those bass notes correct. So A minor would be the 5th string. Oops, sorry. D7 would be the 4th string. Let me bring that a little bit closer. So A minor is just 5th string, 3rd, 2nd, 1st. D7. And then this very open sounding G. Then we have this melody. And it takes us to this chord. Now this is another voicing of A minor. So this is like the 5th or 6th A minor voicing we've had. This is why this song's such a great song. It's not your typical sort of 4-chord guitar song. Anyway, so from here we go. Now you want to make sure that you have an F sharp, a C on the 5th fret 3rd string, and an open B, and then your A on the 1st string on the 5th fret. And you want to make sure that you're playing it in this order, because that's how the melody goes. It's an actual melody. So This is the next bit. So after we go to this B7, if you remember this right at the beginning of the song, it's barring the 2nd fret on the up to the 5th string. Your 3rd finger's on E flat on the 2nd string, 4th fret, and you have G on the 1st string, 3rd fret. And I play the chord, and then once you hit the 2nd string again, take yourself up to E, like that. So. Okay, so let me go from this line here. And then that takes us into the final sort of little bit. So where do we have? We have so this is C, and this is the same as the opening part of the song. It's just C, open, F sharp 9. Okay, so I'll explain that last bit for you. So we went. So that's an E over C. Now you want to drop your bass note down to B, and we're going to pull off F sharp on the 1st string. Probably best to use that fingering. And then just run up an E minor chord. Okay, so I'll play that again for you really slowly. I'll play it twice for you, and I'll do the necessary pauses to give you time to process each bit. Okay, so we had. And get yourself into A minor. D7. Very open sounding G. One more time, and I'll try to highlight some of the finger positions this time. So F sharp, G, G sharp, A minor, D7, this open sounding G add 9, this A minor sort of inversion. Make sure you're playing it in that order, not the other way. So run through the chord and then B7, C, F sharp 9, B, E minor. Alright, one more time, and this time we're going to play through it without too many pauses. So